Good morning. It is Saturday morning. I'm not missing any school right now. I'm still a little sick. I'm feeling a whole lot better though. Out in the studio, getting ready to do a little painting. I went and purchased some more ink. Yesterday I went to the doctor to see about my sore throat. He said everything looked normal. I got tested for COVID, but I don't get the results back for a day or so. So I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens. Like I said, I feel a lot better. My throat still hurts a little bit. And now I am just watching the birds, or at least I was. I think I scared them. Anyway, let's paint. Which is a nice, smooth paper. It's thick and handles ink and mixed media pretty good. So, I got some new colors last night. I'm not using them all, but I got a new yellow here that I'm trying out, and I'm not going to draw anything today. I wasn't sure if I was going to or not, but as the day went on, I just kept adding more and more ink and wetting it down and blowing it around like this, and it was a lot of fun. I put on 3 layers, which we'll see in a few minutes. I put on the yellow, and then I put on an orange, and then I put on a blue, and I thought that maybe I was done, And I looked at it, and I even took the tape off of it, and took it inside, talked to my wife about it, and she made some suggestions of things to do, none of which I really took, I don't think. But then just kept adding more and more paint, more and more ink. It's a long video, mostly because it's just waiting for the water to dry, for the paint to dry. I'd get this hairdryer out and I would blow the ink around, and that would help it dry a little bit faster. But it just took a lot of drying time in between each layer. If you put the layers on there at the same time while they're wet, they blend together more and make really muddy colors. So to avoid the muddy colors, I decided to just let them dry in between each go. I did not try to capture all the drying time. I would start and stop the video, so I promise you are not sitting here just watching paint dry. Right now I am gathering these nuts and bolts, and I must have left the camera running while I was gathering these nuts, not bolts, but nuts and washers. And I thought maybe they would have this neat effect if I placed them around and then dripped some ink on it. And it did have a little bit of a different effect, but not the one I was expecting. If you got any ideas about this, things that I could try out that would be different and interesting, let me know. Might try it out in the next video or another video coming up. One of the dilemmas that's going on in my head right now is sort of the contrast between drawing things that are, real, representational, not necessarily realistic, but representational, like portraits and so on, and doing things that are abstract, non-objective. I have been watching Instagram a lot, and I've been watching all of these non-objective artists do these paintings that I just love. They were just fantastic. And so I continued to watch them and just really love the way it looks. And I kind of want to do that, I want to crank out artwork that's non-objective and just having fun pushing and pouring paint everywhere. But I kind of feel guilty about it too. Like, I don't look at it, I don't look at my own work and look at it and think, oh my gosh, that's just amazing. I want to hang that on my wall. And so I'm wondering, is it because I'm connected to it? Because it's my artwork that I don't see it as finished? Or what? Because I love the artwork that I see online. They post a finished piece, and I look at it and I think, oh, that's fantastic. I love that. That's amazing. And then I do my own, and while I like it, I'm not convinced that I'm finished with it. And as you have probably seen in some of my other videos, if you haven't, you need to go back and watch them. Some of them, any of them, I don't care, whatever. But as you can see, I do have the ability to draw things, and I like drawing things. And so, where's the happy medium? I mean, I know I can draw things on top of, excuse me, I still have COVID, y'all. So I'm kind of suffering through that. But anyway, I can draw things, and I know I could draw something, just on top of this. This could be the background, and I could add a portrait to it or whatever else I want to. But I don't know. I'm failing to see in my mind the connection that I feel like I need to see before I do that. And I don't know if that's just me being a chicken, or if that's me not feeling it, or if that's me finding my own way. I don't know. But see, alright, so this is where I took it in and showed my wife. It looks good, right? I like it. But it's only got 3 layers of paint. Which, there's no number of layers that it should have. It looks pretty neat, just like it is. Is it finished? Should I have left it? So I brought it back out, and I started to paint some more. I taped it back down. Notice how I overlapped the painting just a little bit with the tape. I thought I would experiment with that as well. Hold on. I am losing Wi-Fi, so I'm going to take a moment while I'm making this audio to walk into the house and plug the Wi-Fi back in. I know exactly what I did. Alright, so now that I stopped in the middle of my monologue here to go and plug my Wi-Fi back in, I have to explain what I did and share with you the excitement that is going on in my life right now. So it goes something like this. Excuse me. We got solar power panels installed on our roof back in November, and they have not been running. We have not been using them. We have just had them installed, and we were waiting on the power company and everybody that installs it to get all their stuff together and turn it on. So here it is, February the 5th, and we had them officially turned on February the 2nd. And today has been the first day of full sunlight, so we could see what our solar panels were capable of. And it was pretty interesting. First of all, I just downloaded the app so I could see what was going on. I downloaded that app last night. So this morning when I woke up, I was able to look at it and see how much energy we were consuming and creating and so on. And in the middle of the night, while nobody's awake and nobody's doing anything, we consumed 23 kilowatts per hour of energy. And I thought, 23 kilowatts per hour. I don't know if that's like a huge number or a little number or what. I don't have anything to compare it to, but I'm thinking, we're sleeping. Why is it anything above zero? Like, why are we even consuming any power at all while we're asleep? Well, easy answer to that is heating the house. Except I had turned the heater down really low, so I don't think it even ran in the middle of the night. If it did, it didn't run much, and so it still shouldn't have been consuming that much power. Well, in my studio, I have 2 heaters, space heaters, and I was running both of those through the night. So, obviously, I got to turn one or both of those off. I can't have, I don't need 2 space heaters running in my studio while I'm not in here. So I turned those off. And then there were lights on throughout the house. Well, not all night long, but like we have a bathroom light that we leave on so we can see to not bump our toes in the middle of the night. And of course, alarm clocks or digital clocks were playing on. Let's see what else would have been running. I don't remember what all we had running, but 23 kilowatts per hour in the middle of the night while we're doing nothing. So I decided I needed to turn some stuff off. Well, I was watching the energy that our solar panels were producing during the day, and it got so high that, it produced so much that we were actually giving energy back to the power company. We were producing more energy than our house was using, and of course I was monitoring it, so that's one reason. So we were making enough energy through the solar panels today to take care of our own needs and export it back to the power company. So when the sun started going down and we started when the sun started going down and we started producing less energy with our solar panels, I thought, hey, I need to go through the house and start turning down the things that are consuming energy. So I started unplugging everything that we weren't using, which leads me to the Wi-Fi. We were using the Wi-Fi obviously, but I forgot that one of our Wi-Fi extenders was connected to an extension cord, which was connected to a certain outlet, and I just unplugged everything in that outlet, forgetting that it was attached to that Wi-Fi. So, excuse me, I had to go in and plug that back in. Anyway, I know you did not turn on this video to watch and listen to me talk about solar power, but I thought I would share that with you. That way, if you needed something to listen to, maybe something to put you to sleep, you can be informed about solar power. There you go. My solar power. Anyway, so this is the painting, and here I am now removing the tape. So I must think I'm done. What do you think? Do I need to do anything else to it? Do I need to add an image to it? If it were nicely matted and framed, would you hang it on your wall as is? What are your thoughts about this particular piece? I'm pretty conflicted about whether I should continue with imagery. Obviously I'm going to draw stuff. I like to draw stuff. But what I'd like to do is I would like to crank out a lot of artwork. I'd like to really just get busy and make stuff that I enjoy making, and in some way sell it to people who are interested in what it is that I'm producing. I don't think anybody's interested in my version of what Brad Pitt looks like. I don't think anybody's necessarily interested in these weird faces that I've been drawing for my COVID series or for, what do you call it, Inktober. Are you more interested in non-objective artwork? Do you like the way this paint flows? The way this, it has sort of an atmospheric feeling. Kind of like looking at some sort of crazy space star formation, gases in the air, that sort of thing. If you enjoyed this video at all, my rant about solar power, or the way the painting turned out, please give me a thumbs up. I am hoping that my bout with COVID will be over in a day or so. I'm feeling a whole lot better, other than this tickle that I have in my throat now, which is causing me to cough a lot. My throat is not near as sore as it was a few days ago. I've, in fact, stopped taking a lot of the pain medicine I was taking to deal with my sore throat. That's it. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what you want to see. It's your turn. Go make some art.